we have a challenge. We have an economic challenge in this country, and all measures will be put in place by this government to make sure that we get to the level where we can be competitive with other economic jurisdictions. Once we resume our duties on 5th of June, we will see, because it is normal for any government to propose on where they are able to raise funds to be able to meet the budget ceilings that they've been able to set. Because it is a fact that Kenyans need roads, Kenyans need medical services, Kenyans need bursaries, Kenyans need all those things. But where is the money? How do we get the money? So the question about the finance bill is where we'll be able to draw that money from. So there are proposals that the executive has set. Some we agree, some we don't. And that is why Parliament exists, and it's an independent body. Once we see the finance bill proposed by our colleagues from the Finance Committee, matters to do with, matters to do with higher taxation on basic salary, especially when one earns beyond 500,000. Those are the things that we'll be able to discuss. We'll agree. Matters to do with the housing levy, which is voluntary. Those are the things that we are going to agree, of course, before we resume duty. But we all must agree that we must find a way to be able to meet this high budget that we've set. That also, of course, includes to cutting down unnecessary overheads and unnecessary expenditure, unnecessary foreign travels, especially on the executive. Because at times, of course, the executive travel is so many people. And that has been said by so many people. So we need to also cut that down, downsize the foreign travels. That, for example, when a minister is traveling, there is no need of traveling with 30 people. One carrying your briefcase, another writing, another one writes your speech, another one carrying your coat, another one books your hotel. Why do you need all those things? You're not crippled. You use your brain. You can write a speech and give a speech so that we are able to cut down these unnecessary expenses. And then on taxation, there is a debate on over-taxation, but that is again subject to discussion with all the relevant stakeholders to make sure that we are at par with the other economic jurisdictions. A movement or other program that seeks to help bright but very needy students acquire education. On or about last year, we announced that the students that will get about 350 marks and above will have full scholarship from our program. And so we got about 700 students from the constituency getting 350 and above. And there were, of course, calls to different schools, of course, mostly national schools. And their parents are very needy, and they couldn't afford that. And it's not only just fees, it's also a mentorship program. So we paid school fees for the first term, and then we agreed with parents and the guardians that, of course, when the schools close, the students come to us with their report cards so that we see how they are performing, we see their grades and everything, and how they are faring on in school. And we create a mentorship program for them. Of course, some want to be lawyers, some doctors and everything. So we've clustered them with mentors to mentor them all through to Form 4. So before we give you the check for the second term, we check your grade and we go to find out why you didn't perform well or why you are really lagging behind in terms of education. And it's a program that, of course, it's a must-attend program for all the students. And that is why you've seen us, of course, today here. And we started about 12 thereabout. Of course, midway, we get other students who are not part of the program that also seek our aid. We also try to find a way to help them. And that is why you see us today here. The students are very happy. They will be reporting to school tomorrow. They've collected their money. We awarded the top performers, those who got A's, with some small shopping or what we call pocket money. And we set competitions for the students. Yeah, it's a program that runs all through to the university.